How's it going, guys? Spencer with Stadia Dispatch. I'm right here in front of Chase Field, just doing a quick video on what's going on with the stadium renderings. Now, I will say this, I got in touch with the press team over at the Diamondbacks, said they want to get through the opening series, and then they'd be more than happy to do something with me and my viewers just to talk about the proposed plans and what they've done, the current upgrades to Chase Field. So I'm hopeful for that. I will say this, that the Diamondbacks have put in that good faith measure to renovate part of the stadium already. So they've added a new light system and new sound system. So I'll give them that. What I'm thinking the issue is right now, and part of the reason maybe why the corporate Diamondbacks here, they don't want to announce any plans yet, is because we don't know what's going on with the Coyotes Stadium up north in North Phoenix. So as you guys know, if you saw my last video, there is a land deal that was proposed. It's going up for sale, about 95 acres, and there's a bidding process. If the Coyotes get that land up there, that 95 acres off Scottsdale Road and the 101, then could we see a potential bond measure? Now, a little history on bond measures. Ducey signed in 2021, I believe it was 2021, correct me in the comments otherwise, where there can be a theme park district. So that's convention centers, actual like theme parks, stadiums and arenas. That falls under all that category. So what that will do is a revenue bond. So the taxpayers give money to build whatever the facility is, the renovations, whatever it may be. And then afterwards, they pay that back through revenue made in the facility. So we could potentially see that as a, as a way to pay for renovations down here if the team's not just going to do it with their own funds. Same thing with the Coyotes. So we'll see how that goes, because they might get the land up there, the Coyotes might, and say, we're going to pay for everything ourselves, and the way we're making this profitable is by building a bunch of MDUs around there and making our own arena village or ballpark village. Great. Okay, then there's no taxpayer money done, and that allows the Diamondbacks to say, hey, we might want to have some revenue bonds made or revenue bonds issued to help us with the renovations and build a ballpark village down here. Because they have talked about a ballpark village before. I haven't seen any renderings for that, but there's a lot they could do. They could renovate this area behind me. They can renovate just the surrounding area. They could do something with the convention center potentially, but you get into the land use and planning and who owns what facility. This facility is owned by the county, and behind me, everything else, or should I say in front of me, behind the camera, everything else, the convention center, City of Phoenix, the footprint center, City of Phoenix. So you have various owners, so there would have to be something worked out if they wanted to do something like that. Maybe the stadium goes to the City of Phoenix, and as opposed to the county. There's a couple different things that they could do, but it may have to go to the voters. So we'll see what happens. We will see. I mean, I'm thankful to the team that they're still staying in contact with me and wanting to discuss this, and I'm going to be asking these tough questions when I do get a chance to talk to them down here in front of the team, in front of the stadium. Hopefully we can go inside and actually have like a walkthrough too, get some cool B-roll. I'll see what I can set up for you guys, but infrastructure and planning is kind of my forte. So as with my experience in trying to get the Chargers to stay in San Diego and submitting my own stadium plans. So I'm always very, very curious about this, and I kind of understand the more intricate land use politics that go into this type of stuff, where you don't want two stadium measures on the ballot, right? That's a good way to have both of them fail. But if there's one stadium measure on the ballot for that theme park district, that's going to be more likely to pass than if there were two. So that's my thought process on that, guys. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Stay subscribed, because I'll be doing some more land use and planning videos, some more sports-related videos like this, because it is in that land use and planning category. And I really hope that with whatever renovations they have planned for the Chase Field right behind me, that we actually have like a ballpark village, not just like kind of the bland what we're in downtown right now. It's not like Old Town Scottsdale. It's not like, there's no real theme to it, right? You come down here for court, if you have to go to the courthouse downtown. You come here to go to let's just say the state capitol, you come here for a game or a convention. That's really it. I don't ever find myself saying, yeah, guys, let's go downtown and go to the bars down here. You know, and granted, there is off Roosevelt Road, there is some cool spots down here, but nothing around the stadium, which they kind of need if they want to make this profitable. And what I'd also say, final thoughts here, is if you really want to make this facility more profitable, you do something with the convention center, because then you can have a giant multimodal or multi-use facility. And let's just say Phoenix Comic-Con or whatever it's called now, they could do something in all 3 of the convention buildings, and then the arena or the stadium or whatever. You know, you give more options, especially if it's a taxpayer-funded or taxpayer-backed bond. You really want to make sure that us, the taxpayers, are getting the most revenue as possible out of the facility. And that would be my 2 cents on it. Also, if we ever get to the World Series again out here, you know, instead of having to walk in the heat out here, you just take a sky bridge across from the convention center to Chase Field. That'd be my thought on it. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comments what you want to see in downtown Phoenix. What would you do for a ballpark village down here? How would you renovate it? You're the mastermind. Tell me how you would do it in the comments. Love to hear from you guys on that. But anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Again, I'm Spencer with Stadia Dispatch, signing off.